Hola, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about the highly anticipated Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Foundation. I picked up a few of the sample cards because I wanted to be able to really get an understanding of the product, how it wears, how it feels, and be able to wear it more than once. And then also, of course, play with the matches and really get down to what I felt was the best match for me. Based on the pictures that she released with models wearing her foundation, I felt that I was a strong 15, but it turns out that I'm an 18. So if you guys want to hear what my thoughts are, if you want to see how it applies, and really just get my overall perspective, then let's go. Alright guys, so today we are going to be using the Lisa Eldridge foundation, and I have gone through my share of ballistic cards. So if you don't know, you're able to purchase these cards for $3 US on her website. Shipping is free, which I think is awesome. If you make a purchase, you're able to select one card and you decide basically what shades you want to try. So long story short, I ended up placing 2 orders, picked up 2 ballistic cards, and then after watching some reviews decided to purchase set 2 medium. This is for sure going to be too dark for me, but on the plus side, I feel like my summer shade will be in here. So we're going to start with shade 17, which looks like this. If you follow me on Instagram, then you'll see that I had posted shades 13, 14, 15, and 16. And I feel like 15 was the shade that looked like it would match me best, but I felt like it was just a smidge too neutral. I need a little bit more of a warm undertone. So I'm gonna try 17 and 18 today. So this is 17 here. Again, I feel like 17 lacks a little bit more of that golden undertone. I feel like this is more olive, so we're gonna let that sit. And then I'm gonna say 18 is probably the best match for me. I see more of that gold undertone, and that is what I'm looking for. I am definitely in a neutral gold undertone. I'm not, yeah, this is gonna be it. $18 is my shade for sure. Look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply 18. I'm gonna use a dense brush like this one. This is what I used yesterday, and I'm just gonna blend these two together. I love how lightweight this is, and it looks very natural, which oddly enough, it's something I'm enjoying right now. You want to press to get the most coverage out of it because obviously I don't have a ton to work with. Alright guys, so I applied this all over my face. I'm going to take the remaining little bit of product I have left, and I'm just going to add it where I like additional coverage, which tends to be around my mouth, and you guys know my cheek area because I have hyperpigmentation. So we are just going to press this, and again I'm pressing because I am building up the coverage. Now I am somebody that does enjoy using a sponge, but I feel like with this foundation and with a lot of my foundations, I'm enjoying using a brush because I feel like I'm getting the most coverage out of it. However, I will go in with a sponge and then blot when I'm done applying it because it gives me just a very flawless, smooth finish, and it really just prevents me having additional products sitting on top of my skin. And also it allows me to smooth out any brush strokes that are left on my complexion. With something like a MAC 170, it's very dense, so packing it gives me coverage, and this one really doesn't leave a ton of streaks, so I don't have to go in with a sponge. The other thing is this foundation is so light in texture that you don't need to go in with any additional steps because this is just beautiful to work with. It's really seamless, hence the name. And then also it feels so light on the skin, you don't detect it at all. So as you guys can see, you do get really great coverage from it. I didn't apply any concealer or corrector or anything under my eyes, and I feel like if I wanted to skip that, I could. However, these days, as some of you know, I had my baby. She's almost 2 months, and I am still not getting a ton of sleep, so my dark circles are a little bit more prominent than normal. This is also a self-setting formula. I will tell you that when you first touch it, like, it still feels wet, but not uncomfortably wet. I don't feel it on my skin. However, if you touch it, it does pick up some of the wetness and some of the product. Like, I have a little bit of the product on my finger. If you are someone that likes your foundation to set right away, I will tell you that this does not set right away. I have found, because I did go through an entire Blistex card just to kind of get an idea of what the formula is like, how it wears, to really be able to give you guys my input. And what I found was that this does set after half an hour or so. So once you hit that 30-minute mark, it's fully dry, it doesn't move, it's really set, which is nice because it gives you time to really work with the formula and build on it, so it's not really dry right away. And as you guys can see, it looks like skin. It doesn't look like I have on foundation. I have coverage and it looks natural. If you're looking for something that is very lightweight, easy to work with, buildable, comfortable, and just gives you that natural skin look, then you're going to love this foundation. So again, my shade is 18. I'm so glad I found my shade. 20 is definitely more pink, and I'm not even going to bother with this because I know it's not going to match me at all. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and then we'll come back and talk about the foundation. All right, guys, so here is what the foundation looks like. I really love the way that it looks. I think this match is perfect. And I'm excited to say that I actually accidentally ordered the medium set 1, which contains 18. So I'll be able to wear it again. But I really do love the match. I think it was perfect. And I do have on, just so you guys know, the Lisa Eldridge highlighter in the shade Solar Light. And I have on a fair lip pencil with Velvet Affair lipstick. I love Lisa Eldridge. What can I tell you guys? So before I go, I want to tell you guys a few things. This foundation wears exceptionally well. As I mentioned, I did wear shades 13, 14, 15, and 16 just to get an overall impression of this foundation, how it wears, coverage, consistency. I wanted to make sure that I had enough information to provide for you. So it wears exceptionally well. It looks like skin. It's very light. The coverage is buildable, but it never looks heavy and it never feels heavy on your skin. It just gives you a very natural skin-like finish. I haven't had any issues with it, and I have worn it for 4 days straight because, again, I wore one of the shades each day, again, just to get the overall impression. I know that some of the matches were by no means close to my complexion, but I was able to make it work. With that being said, shade number 15 looks like a shade I can wear. I feel like I still have a little bit of a tan, and because I have a little bit of a tan, I'm still looking for that really golden undertone. When I'm not tan, when I'm at my lightest, I think 15 will be a perfect match for me. So you're going from a light medium shade into a medium category. And what I've noticed in these is that it does have a lot of fluidity, and you are able to make really any color work for you. I know that that sounds a little confusing, but for those of you who aren't really 100% sure about what your exact match is, I think that you can definitely make something work, and that anyone can really find a match in this foundation. She did release 40 shades, which is amazing. And the beautiful part about this foundation is that it offers a variety of undertones. So you have golden, olive, rosy, and neutral undertones, which really is amazing because if you look at the foundations, again, this is medium set 1, which has shades 17, 18, 19, and 20. You can definitely see a difference in these tones. You can see that 20 looks more rosy peach, and something like 18 is more golden. So you see the undertone in the product. But what I'm saying to you is that if you're unsure if you're a neutral or warm undertone, you can make it work. If you're unsure if you're an olive or warm undertone, you can make it work. Neutral, rosy, like there is so much flexibility in this foundation that I had such a difficult time finding my match, because I would look at things and be like, you know, it works, it looks good. I actually had somebody comment on shade 13, which I felt was way off and really rosy, and them say that it looked great on my complexion. They wanted to know what shade it was. So really, you can make anything work with this foundation. Now with this foundation, there is a claim that it smooths and perfects the complexion. I feel like I really can't speak to that, and the reason is because I'm fortunate and my skin is fairly smooth. I don't have large pores, I don't have texture in my skin, and so I can't tell you that it really blurs or perfects, because I'm not someone that has textured skin or large pores and needs blurring. However, the reviews I've watched, people are saying that they are seeing this really perfecting, smooth finish, and it's possible. It's Lisa Eldridge. I mean, the woman has years of experience with makeup, products, ingredients, and she's so passionate about just like the overall history of makeup and ingredients, and really just getting down to the nitty-gritty of how products are made, and you know, what is desired just based on her experience and clients and what she looks for when doing makeup. So I trust it. I highly recommend this to you guys. I think that you're going to love it. And if you're unsure, you can go on her website. You can purchase, you know, a set and try and figure out what your match is. She also does have a matching tool that allows you to put in your foundation. So for example, I wear beige in Hourglass, and just based on that foundation match, they recommended, I think it was 13, which I'm like, yeah, no, 13 was peach. So I would say that the tool isn't necessarily the best, but at least it'll give you a starting point where you can look at the pictures that she does have on her website, because she does have models that are wearing all of the shades. I'm going to say that I'm very excited for this foundation. I can't wait to hear more about it and learn about it. I can already tell you guys, I love it. Again, it wears really well. It looks beautiful. It's very lightweight and comfortable. It doesn't feel heavy, and I'm really happy with it. So I hope that you guys find this helpful. Please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you're going to try this foundation, and if so, what is your match? If you guys can leave what your match is in a foundation and what match you're finding you are in this foundation, that would be helpful for anyone that's trying to do their research like I did. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon.